Hello everyone, today I am finally making a video about something I have been working on for a while now, and that is a fully automatic concrete, sand, and glass factory for Minecraft 1.16. The first part of the video will be a basic overview of how to use it, and the second part will go more in depth about how it works. If anything you see looks interesting to you, there will be a world download as well as litematics in the description so you can build it for yourself. Without further ado, let's get into it. This is the overworld side of the machine. It's actually pretty easy to use. You can just click this note block to turn it on or off. The timing to turn it off can be a little bit finicky, so I added this indicator light. As long as the light's on, it's safe to be turned on or off. If I turn it back on, we can see what it looks like from the other side. Here you can see where the entities come out. It's currently off, so all the items are just being destroyed. It can be turned on though by clicking this note block over here. Now we can see the items are going off over here. Following the stream, we can see that they're being sent up into the glass and sand collection area. Sand is stored in these chests here, and glass over here. To turn on the smelter, you can just click this note block. Now you can see the items are being sent into the furnace array. The furnace array is powered by carpet dupers, so there's never any need to add fuel. It filters sand out too, so you don't have to worry about concrete getting into the furnaces. The actual concrete factory can be turned on by right-clicking this note block here. Be sure not to do this with sand though, or you will have to manually remove the sand from these pistons down here. I've replaced the sand with concrete powder so we can look at the actual concrete factory part of the machine. Now we can see the concrete is coming out. Again, to turn it on, just press this note block, and then this one. You can see the concrete powder is bounced around here by the slime blocks. 2 of the stacks are combined to form a stack of 6. The powder is then pushed up this water stream to form concrete blocks, and they are then pushed across by these pistons into this TNT blast chamber. The TNT is produced by this TNT duper up here, so there's never any need to refill it. After the items are destroyed, they go up this water stream and go across these item sorters to be sorted into all of these chests by color. I think that's everything you need to know in order to use the machine. Now I'll go over some more information about how it all works. Back here in the overworld, you might have noticed that the end portal has no frame. Luckily, it's actually pretty easy to do this in survival. You just have to clear out an area around the end portal, enough to grow a red mushroom on this block. When the red mushroom grows, it destroys part of the end portal frame. This can be repeated for the other 3 sides to make a frameless portal like you see over here. The main duper is based off of a design by Works. His worked fine, but it had a really tight window to turn it on and off without breaking it. Reddit user Cood found a fix, and this is their design with just some minor changes. In the original design, the start-stop button was 1 block over, and it used an iron door. I moved the note block over because I liked it more aesthetically, and I removed the iron door because of the noise. I also wired in a chunk loader so that you wouldn't have to worry about turning it on and off. Back in the end, most of this is pieced together from designs I found on Reddit. The smelter array, for instance, is a 108 furnace array designed by Logwet. When the hopper pointing into the first furnace in the line has space for more carpets, the comparator over here outputs a redstone signal which goes into the carpet dupers. They are plenty fast enough to keep up with the whole array. Just 2 hopper minecarts aren't quite fast enough to keep up with the duper running full sand, but it's close, and if items do stack up, they can continue to be smelted with the rest of the machine off until they're done. I added these pipes intersecting with the walls in case you wanted to pick up the items before they are sorted for some reason. You can just stand here to pick them up. Moving down here, most of the mechanism for the concrete factory was designed by Linnea on Reddit. Their design used a dispenser for the TNT though, so I swapped it out with the TNT duper so that it would never need to be refilled, but the dispenser could be added back if you prefer it. I designed the entire storage system using double speed item sorters, but it's pretty simple. It's fast enough to keep up with the duper if only 1 block of each color is used, but if the entire machine is making 1 color, some would get through. I added overflow chests to the end here, just in case, as well as if you wanted to make any colors that aren't included in the sorter by default. I just choose to include the colors that I personally use the most by default. Any of the sorters can be changed out to be used for any other color if you want though. I also designed and added all of the logic for switching the machine on and off, between concrete and sand, and between sand and glass. The switch between sand and glass is actually the simplest. It just moves 2 pistons which move the water stream. The other 2 switches took some more effort. I really wanted a master kill switch, which would return the machine back to its default state when it was pressed, as well as to prevent the other switch over here from being pressed when the machine is off. I spent a while designing and compacting it, and I'm pretty happy with the end result. As you can see, the concrete factory cannot be toggled unless the master switch is on. And if the concrete factory is on when the master switch is switched off, the machine goes back into sand mode. That's pretty much everything I wanted to show you in the end. I'll go back now and show off the decorated version of the portal room that I made. I've never been much of a designer, but I am pretty happy with the way that it turned out. Feel free to check it out in more detail with the world download. Well, I think that's everything I wanted to cover today. Huge shout out to Ilmango's Peaceful Mode series, episodes 33 and 34 for getting me hooked on making a concrete factory in the first place, as well as all of the people I mentioned on Reddit for doing some of the hard designing for me. If you made it this far into the video, I'm glad you liked it enough to watch this far, and I hope you find a use for the build in your own world. Thanks for watching.